and I now make a quick overview about my way of seeing with some selected work. I start with my first book project, which I did for my photography diploma in Germany to show where I come from. The work is concerning old and new utopians in former Soviet Union. I took portraits in a studio with a white background and combined it with abstract photos of the city. Others, like the one with a woman in the red coat, are staged in the streets. The pictures are printed on a very light and bright and large transparent paper, so that in the exhibition you could see it from the other side. And this supports my idea of the very abstract theme of utopia. The next work I will show is on the topic of home. Everybody has his own idea of what home means for him oneself. Home is about a very personal feeling, about memories of the childhood. It's more about a feeling, and it comes with a lot of emotions. So, to capture this idea, I created pictures which are very dark and very light. As you can see in the pictures are more figurative, working with the viewer's associations. So yeah, and my next series I'm showing is in the field of documentary photography. I did a photo essay about German youth with serious behavioral syndromes in a re-socializing project in Romania, in Europe. With the picture, I combined small notes, you can see over there on the wall, written by the teenagers about their dreams and wishes. You could understand more about the backgrounds of the young child because the notes riddled with a lot of spelling mistakes. So, a book project for Germany's Federal Foreign Office led me to Vietnam in 2009 and sparked an intense period of travel and work in Asia. My main focus is the interplay and impact of social change and personal fates. My project Home, which you can see here, Ke Hoang, documents how the concept of home changed for Vietnamese who returned to their homeland after living for many years as immigrants in Germany. What impact do major upheavals in an individual native or host country have on her or his personal circumstances? Stage pictures from the protagonist's immediate home environment are combined with short interviews in the book in order to feed him this question. These are quiet, concentrated, and precise images seemingly of everyday scenes, like you see here, but in fact these are staged moments quasi-suspended in time. I worked with a middle format camera, some very slow, and a tripod to concentrate on the scenes. I used some lighting together with the natural interior light. Still working with film, I ended up with the colorfulness, which for me is very special for Vietnam. Here you can see the influence of Germany very clearly. When putting up the work in exhibitions, I organized the pictures in family groups. Often people ask me how I found the protagonists. I arrived in Vietnam only with a few contacts. Everything else happened on my way, sometimes even by accident, riding a bike in the streets or maybe having a beer. So in the beginning of this year, I have been in Myanmar with a grant to realize my project, Myanmar's Driving Force. Here you can see Echo, a famous artist from Myanmar, who stayed several years of his life in prison. So I staged him with this blue mosquito net to just show this kind of idea. And here you see some young people trying to ride this trisha, a three-wheeler in Myanmar, heading towards the future. On the next picture, you see U Win Tin, very famous journalist in Myanmar and member of Aung San Suu Kyi NLD party. who also stayed for more than 20 years in prison. Now he's returned to home. Here I staged these 9 young people together with the donation box, the silver box, because in my mind the whole society in Myanmar only could survive such a long period of military rule because of its very special donation mentality. Yeah, I was very happy to show my work at the big reopening of the Goethe Institute in Yangon last February. I presented it together with the results of a photography workshop I led in Myanmar beside doing my own work. Here you can see some pictures of the workshop. The big question for the participants was, what means democracy from your personal view? They all ended up with a subjective essay. My new project here in Bangalore will be family portraits, as Maureen already told. I want to have family portraits of all social classes at people's homes. So if there's anybody who has a really interesting and big family, just keep in contact with me and tell your friends and help me finding these very good families and make the portraits.